Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me first recognize and also express my appreciations to my good friends Muhammad Haider Amin, Chairman of Board of Government of the Universities of Faisalabad, Professor Dr. Tanzila Khalid for the initiative, Dr. Aswel Jabar, Amir Chaudhry, and also Dr. Shaukat Pervez. And let me also address the faculty's members and students who attend this session. So it is really an honor for me to be here once again in this beautiful city, and especially this beautiful university, Faisalabad University. And when I received a letter from Haider Amin, I was very happy because I've been here for three times, and in one of occasions I planned a trees. So I asked him whether does this still grow or not, because that's something that I would like to see, because it's create symbolizing the relationship between Indonesia and Pakistan, in particular between Indonesia and the Madinah Group, which is the foundations and provide a lot of support for the universities of Faisalabad. And I should congratulate Haider for the achievement within a very short period of time, less than 25 years now. The University of Faisalabad already reached, I think, in highest positions, because you receive, if my recollection is correct, now you are ranked 76 in quality of education by Times, which is, I think this is something that should be proud of. And also among the 300, in the ranks of 300s of the worldwide UV Green Matrix. And I think this is the surroundings testaments how the universities also provide a good environment to students and faculty members to study more. And I really liked, when I heard the students to start these sessions by citing one of the verses in Quran, Iqra bismi rabbika, Iqra bismi rabbikal khalaq, because actually that's the essence of education. Iqra means, some interpret as read, but if you broaden the interpretation, it can also mean study. Dare to blossom by study more. And I think this is the foundations of universities, which the universities of foundations provide for all students and faculty members to provide, and also to prepare the best brain, the best generations of Pakistan in the years to come. So I once again congratulate the universities of Faisalabad for the achievement. Now, when I received these invitations, I consult with my wife, and my wife asked me, "What do you want to say in the faculties of skin? You are not expert on the skin. Probably even you have some problems with your skin." So I challenged myself and then look at some of the ways whereby I can communicate and have discussions with you. And I found one of the very interesting subject for discussions relate to the halal economy, and in particular halal cosmetic. Now it is very interesting. The embassies actually, I made like years ago a booklet Untapping Potentials of Islamic Economy. So I made this booklet because I understand nowadays this is the time for Islamic countries to explore the market, the existing market of not only Islamic countries, but also beyond that. Let me give you an example. What is the prospect and what is the potential? Now, global populations already reach 8 billion. Am I right? a few days back. I think almost 8. Okay, almost 8. Do you know how many percentages of the global populations are Muslim? Yes. In terms of percentage, how many percentage of the Muslim populations worldwide? 26. Yeah, this is a huge number. 24 to 28. It depends on what kind of statistic that you use. But okay, just run it up 25 because people likes to have like around, or 20 with 5 or with 0 number. So if you look at the 25% of global populations are Muslim, this is a huge number. This is a huge potential market for the Islamic producers, for the Islamic manufacturers to enter into market to unlock this potential. Because if we are not ready yet, then other multinational corporations, they actually eyeing the possibilities to tap this market. Now, when I served in London, I was caught by surprise to learn that many of experts from the best brand, let me call it, the best brands of Islamic countries, they went and studies in Durham for Sharia, financial Sharia law. What's wrong with that? How come Islamic, the best mind, the best bright of Islamic students, they go to UK to study Sharia financial law? So it creates some, for me, it's introspections. I think because they are ready, because they are now already, they have some foundations and they're ready because they know the potentials of Islamic economy in terms of the financials. More than $2 trillion of consumer spending by the Muslim community. And in terms of the financial assets, 2.8, close to 3 trillion of Islamic financial asset. So this is huge opportunity for the Islamic banking sector. And I certainly would like to congratulate the TAF, especially Professor Dr. Tanzila Khalid, by taking this initiative, focusing specifically on, probably nowadays we call it a niche market. The cosmetic, halal cosmetic. It's a niche market, but with a lot of potential, it can be easy to enter as a mainstream industry for this halal cosmetic. Now, let me give you some data. The global market value for halal industry is estimated to reach 6 trillion in 2024. Raise, I mean, it's quite significant from close to 5 trillion in 2019. And within the OIC group, within the 45 members of the OIC group, the estimate market size of halal industry around 4 trillion in 2020 and projected to reach 4.7 trillion in the next 2 years. Now, more specific on the global halal cosmetic market, I make a reference to one of the studies conducted by Fortune Business Insight, who projected that the halal cosmetics would grow from 34 billion in last year to more than double, 28 billion by 2029, with a growth rate of close to 13%. So, showing this is flourishing market which provide a lot of potential. Mulai di yang gambar peta yang itu, yang market, global market. Now, that's some things that I think we need to look at those. This, the global. Well, I'm very sorry because I'm probably obstructing the panel, so better not to use this, Pak Muladi, just to avoid. Yeah, okay. No, it's okay. Now, in terms of the Islamic lifestyles, because we're talking about the cosmetic. Okay, this is some of the figures. If you're talking about the Islamic economy, especially on the Islamic lifestyle, you see that the modest fashions, the halal pharmaceutical cosmetic, and halal media recreationals. And I believe one of the speakers will talk later on the halal tourism, which is this huge potential for Islamic member countries. And we also have the vehicle within Islamic community. We have vehicle to expand further trade, because in D8, developing aid is one of the institutions, one of the international organizations established specifically by 8 of Islamic countries. And Pakistan and Indonesia both are part of these D8 member countries. D8 is located in the headquarters in Istanbul. And it's very interestingly, because D8, they have a PTA. They already have a preferential trade agreements, meaning that member countries of D8, they can easily trade among each other. So use this opportunity to expand intra-Islamic interactions, trade interactions. So I think the vehicle is there. What we need once again is how to reap the benefit of this close cooperations among Islamic member countries. Now, when we are talking about the Islamic lifestyle, once again, it is still niche market, but with a lot of effort, I think it is, hopefully in the very short future, it can enter into a mainstream market. The potential is very, very huge. Now, let me tell some reference to Indonesia, because Brother Haider mentions about the Indonesia as one of the 5 biggest Muslim, Islamic economy in the world. Indonesia maintains the 4th positions in the overall global economic indicator, with a combine of 185 billion of halal product and lifestyle sector, which representing close to 12% of global economic spending. Now, in terms of halal cosmetic industry, we record close to 5 billion last year, and the growth is quite significant also, around 9% annually. With this, the government of Indonesia, some of the strategies that have been undertaken by the government of Indonesia is to promote the halal industry or halal Islamic community by taking several initiatives. First, we introduced the halal certifications. Halal certification is very important, because I think this is the key for the halal product. So we introduced this since last year. It's already entered into force, but we provide a transitional period, 5 years before they can enter into force, because I understand that corporations also need to adjust with this new development. So we provide a 5-year transition period for the global to enter the market in Indonesia. And we also established National Committee for Islamic Economic and Finance, because they also have a priority to help MSME, small medium scale industries, to enter into market and be part of the global supply chains of this industry. And talking about the prospect for bilateral committees, I think one of the very important sector or aspect, which I think this is very important, Pakistan and Indonesia, we both enjoy demographic dividend. Both have, a lot of young techno-savvy millennial who also, if you look at the median Pakistani, probably around 22, 23, the median age of Pakistani population, whereby the Indonesians are close to 29. So this is young, savvy millennial who use smartphone everywhere, who actually not only use smartphone, but they put the word in their hand with the smartphone. Why this is important? Because in the end, this is young millennial. They also serve as an actor. They create content. They create some things that influence other to use some product. So actually, they are the one who also determine the market. It also, I believe, it also applicable for cosmetic halal, because in the end, we need more influencers. And sometimes the influencers also affect the industries to make some product which actually meet with their needs and also the use. And now that's one thing. But I think Indonesia, in addition to that, if you look at once again the statistic, we are the two countries located in the Asia. Let's call it Asia Pacific. And this is very important because according to the statistic or according to the data, 62% of Muslim populations living in the Asia Pacific. And if you look at trade once again, the Asia Pacific is the growing economy, whereby the halal industry, the halal economy is also supposed to raise. And the global halal cosmetic alone, if I may to cite some of the reference, is projected to reach 84 billion in 2030, with growth rate of 12% from 2022 until 2030. This is only for the halal cosmetic. So another factor which is also relevant is growing number of Muslims in non-Muslim countries. If you look at once again the statistic, you see at least they are close to all those small numbers, but in the US and Canada alone, close to 11 million Muslim population. And in Europe, it's close to 43 million Muslim population. So this is also potential market for the Islamic, especially the cosmetic halal. Now the challenges, what are the challenges for them? I think, I believe the workshop will discuss further the challenges. But one thing that struck in my mind, when we are talking about the halal industry or halal, we are usually thinking about the food. I think this is, the mindset should be also changed, because halal can be applicable to anything, not only food, even cosmetic now. So I think that's one of the challenges, meaning that we need to bring awareness to the people. And I salute and I commend the effort by the universities of Faisalabad by organizing this event, because it will raise the awareness of people that when we are talking about the halal industry, it goes beyond food. It can also be applicable to cosmetic, tourism, or other sector. Now, the second challenges, we know that there are some, how do you call it? Islamophobia also presents one of the challenges also, and it might affect the promotional activities when we are trying to sell the halal product. So raising again awareness has become important, because it's also links with improving brand performances. And in Indonesia, there are some brand which is identical with the halal cosmetic. Now, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me close my my remarks by once again encouraging not only the universities by organizing this kind of exercise, which is very important, but also inviting the private company to join in this exercise, because in order to make success, the university should serve as incubators with the research. And once again, in order this also to success, they need more fund. And I think we are very pleased today that one of the speaker, Professor Pervez, he used to work in South Korea, whereby we had a chance to talk informally before the meeting. I think he can bring a lot of ideas how the university can engage with the private sector in terms of getting support and in the end